Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a very special podcast topic today where we share our exclusive experience at the.
South Carolina Greenville Comic Con that happened April 6th and 7th.
And just like the beginning of every One Piece title, here are some spoilers to the episode.
We met the English voice actors for Nami, Brooke, and Usopp, got their signatures, attended their panel, and met some super
Super cool cosplayers. So sit back, relax, and let's talk
talk
about
about
One
One
Piece.
Piece.
Wealth, fame, power. Gold Roger, the king of the pirates, attained this and everything else the world had to offer, and his dying words drove countless souls to the sea. You want my treasure? You can have it. I left everything I gathered together in one place. Now you just have to find it. These words lured men to the Grand Line in pursuit of dreams greater than they'd ever dared to imagine. This is the time known as the Great Podcast Era. Come aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams. Together we will find everything that we're looking for. One Piece.
So, Bri, Boa,
So, Maddie.
let's talk a little bit about our cosplay for the con. What did you go for South Carolina Comic Con?
What did I go? What did I go as? Dare you even ask? I went as this. I went as Snake Princess, Boa Hancock, the beautiful. And I was the only one there. I was the only Boa Hancock at the whole con, and I knew it. I knew that it was gonna be that way.
I went as Tony Chopper with my cute blue hat and my striped shirt and my orange shorts. I didn't really go out with the reindeer claws or
Oh yeah.
reindeer
So
feet.
this looks so good though. I commend anyone who goes that hard in their cosplay. I love that
Yeah.
so much.
But you
So
looked
cute.
absolutely stunning all the way through and
Mhm.
before.
I mean, if I got the dub voice actor of One Piece, Brooke, if I got Brooke to say he wanted to see my panties, I mean, I call that a win. I think I look pretty good if you want to see my
Yeah,
panties. You
yep,
don't just ask anybody.
that's a win. That's a win for sure. So to start out our first day for Comic Con, we got up, we got dressed, you and your boa, me and my
Mhm.
chopper, and then
Drove like 2 hours.
I had to stop and get gas. And
Yep.
then we finally get to the parking lot, which I didn't even know this, but apparently we chose the wrong parking lot the first day. We were supposed to have VIP parking lot,
Right,
but we
yeah, because
chose
we
the wrong
paid
one.
online for the
Yeah,
parking, and it's like $5 for parking, super cheap,
yeah,
but I went to the area that I normally always park at, so I guess I normally always get the free parking option. It's, like, back there behind these gates and stuff like that,
yep.
and, it's not that far of a walk. I mean, it is a bit of a
No, it
walk if
wasn't
you
wrong.
are at the back, but, the second day, we went in a different way, and we got the very nice, like,
Yes,
right at the bottom of the stairs parking, so it
yeah.
was super nice.
And we got you brought your cart, your Comic Con cart that was so helpful for
Yes.
carrying everything around.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely loved that, and just had a good time on the walk to the Comic Con. And once we got to the doors, we had to wait in line. We didn't need tickets because we already bought our tickets online.
Oh, but the lines for the parking lot, that was
Yes.
crazy. I had never seen it that bad before in my entire life. Like, I've been to this specific Comic-Con probably, like this is probably my 4th or 5th time going to this particular one, and it was actually the 10th anniversary of this one. I'm sorry to derail, but
You're fine.
the lines, the car lines, they were coming from 3 different directions.
Yes, they
Like,
were.
the line was so long to get in there. Like, I was up at this back road, and then there's people coming this way, and there's another one this way. We're all funneling into this one spot. So, like, a car would let you in, then you'd have to let somebody in from this side. It was
Yeah.
crazy. It was like a McDonald's drive-through, just like, "Beep, beep, beep," like, "Whoa, man."
McDonald's
It was
drive-through.
it was yeah, you
But
know how
let
they
me
have that one inner one? And yeah.
I want to say that parking, they were very courteous. Like other drivers were very courteous to us when it came
They
to parking
were.
because at other cons they don't let you pass. They don't let you come in front of them. It's you and no one else. Like you are the one that has to be the person to not let someone get
You
in
have to,
front of
like,
you.
insert yourself and,
Yes,
like, make your
exactly.
own room. You have to, like, put yourself up there. People don't normally just, like, open up and let you because,
Yeah.
like, Here, they were so nice. I don't know what it is, but everyone who's at a Comic-Con is just, like, a very kind-hearted type of person, you know what I mean?
Yes, for sure.
Like, they all just, like, were letting you in and, like, "Oh, hey, like, your cosplay." Like, people are so cool. Comic-Con people are
Yes,
so nice.
they are. And we got to the doors, and like I said, we bought our tickets online, so we got into a separate line. They had two lines. They had one for needing tickets and one for if you already bought your tickets online. The one if you bought your tickets online was significantly shorter. We didn't wait
And it
that
kinda went
long in
by
line.
faster, I feel.
Yeah, it went by faster too, but we didn't wait nearly that long. Like it was like 15, 20 minutes and we were in through the doors. And the people at the
It didn't
front,
even feel like 15,
yeah,
20 minutes. It didn't even feel like
it,
that.
it was it was super short. And the people at the front desk were super nice. There was a man and a woman. They were both nice. I remember them. They're very courteous to us. They gave us a pamphlet, a little,
A pamphlet.
yeah, like one of the pamphlets you flip through to see what everything's going on and everyone who's there. The pamphlet
Yeah.
was pretty cool, a lot. So we get in, we take our first ever photo there, just to like, oh, we're here type
And any
photo.
One Piece person that I saw, I was like, "Oh, need a picture with them. Oh, we gotta go
Yeah,
get a picture with them."
except for the elusive buggy.
Yeah. Oh my
That's the
gosh,
only
yeah.
person you get and get a picture of.
I saw him there one day. I don't know if it was a him or a her, but I saw them there one day,
No,
and I saw them in passing, and, like, sometimes you can tell when somebody's, like, they're in walking mode, and they don't wanna be stopped. They're, like,
no,
there's a trail going this way and a path going this way, and you're, like, so I was really hoping they were gonna be there the second day so I could get a picture with them, but I didn't see them there, but that place is so big, like, it's not really that big. This is an extremely small con compared to anything else anyone knows about, most likely.
yeah,
But,
which I'll talk about later.
it it's crazy though, like, if you see one person, you might not know if you're gonna see them again, but then you might see the same person 5 times, you know what I mean? So, you never
Yeah,
know what areas people are gonna be walking around and who you might see again, but unfortunately, did not get a picture with Buggy the Clown, but I did see some fellow, Emperors of the Sea, so that
that
was
is
pretty cool.
true.
I like that a lot.
So, just basis for people who have never been conning before, what Comic Con basically is it started out being just people getting their autographs signed for their comic books, and it developed into something a lot bigger and better. And now
Oh,
it's
yeah.
everyone dresses up, it's a convention of a bunch of nerds basically.
Yeah.
And basically this one was South Carolina's Greenville Comic Con. So it was in South Carolina, Greenville. Um, the way you can get tickets, you go to southcarolinacomiccon.com, sccomiccon.com, and you can't get it now because it's past. But next year
Over
you can. I'm sure they'll have some pretty cool people next year. Tickets weren't that expensive. Tickets were like $40 a person. Parking you said was how much now?
$5
$5, yeah.
or free.
$40 for 2 days is not bad too, because those were
Mhm.
both days. It came out to be like $87 or $88 for both of us to go. And then we were very kind of close to where the convention was, so gas wasn't that expensive. So it was not that expensive to go to this con. This con was very cheap compared to other cons that I've been to, because I am a this is my first time going to this con, but I go to Dragon Con. I go to a different con that's in Atlanta, and that one's
I'm so
very
excited.
expensive. Yes,
I'm
me
so
and her are
excited to go
both
to that
going.
one. But even though this is just my little, like, local con, like, it has grown so much. Like, I didn't even know that they had this con, like, a couple years ago, because I've only been
Yeah,
going for about 4 or 5 years. So but I have noticed that it is getting so much bigger every year, but just this last year, as I was talking crap saying, "Oh, they'll never have any cool big people at our little con, like, no one cool's ever gonna come down here," and I've been super obsessed with One Piece this past year because of all the cool stuff we've been getting, because we've
yes.
got the live action, we've got,
The
the
remake.
remake,
Yep.
we've got, like, we've just got so many awesome things coming out. So that's why One Piece was so big this year. Like, I have never seen so many One Piece characters at a con,
Yeah. There's three
and
of them.
it's definitely getting bigger every year. Like, if you go back and look at the past 4 years, they'll show you the pictures at the steps because there's always, like, a group photo, and I
Yep.
would always miss it, but I did get in it this year, but I don't even know if you can see us, but they are gonna have to start taking the picture somewhere else because next
Yes.
year, wow, they are just not gonna have enough room. They
It's
gotta get a
gotten
better camera,
yeah.
they gotta get multiple, like, angles or something, like, it is getting large, larger than life.
We'll have all the links to their Facebook, to their website in the description down below, just so you can have that access if you ever have the thought of going. So just look in the description down below. Don't forget to leave a comment if you are a conner or if you love One Piece or you're in cosplay or you're a nerd. Just leave, a
Players
comment.
unite!
Exactly. Ready Player
And
One.
nerds. All nerds.
Yeah, all nerds and non-nerds. If you're not a nerd, you can also leave a comment.
Yeah, let us convert you.
Ooh.
Come to the side of friendship.
Yes. The side of friendship and weeaboo.
Yeah! Oh my gosh, and then there's this picture right here where he is being a little Momonosuke, a little Mineta grape guy from My
Yeah.
Hero being like, "Boobies?"
Boobies? Oh my
Mm.
goodness. Now you were killing me though in that outfit. Like your outfit
It was
is
killing
absolute.
me.
Oh, I
I
bet it
mean, look, I can
was.
only move my arms up this high. I can't do
Yeah.
super correctly because I can't move,
And you
but
felt like your intestines was in your like chest or something.
yes, I
Yeah.
felt like I was wearing a corset, like, I felt like all of my intestines were just, like, up here in my
Yeah.
neck, in my chest, like, I
Yes.
was walking around like a Barbie doll all day. Whew,
It
beauty
was
is
rough.
pain.
Beauty is pain. But you are beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
Um, so I wanna talk about our first person we took a photo with at the con. The
Yes,
Sanji person.
yes,
That person was so cool.
I loved it so much. The leg pose,
Yes, the leg pose was
dedication,
dope. They had the
dedication.
tiny little chopper
They
backpack
did, it
that
was
was
the
around
little
their
one that
thigh,
hugged your
right?
leg.
Or they were
Yes.
holding it or something. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It-
it's like yeah, he, like, kinda like, gropes
Absolutely
onto the side
wonderful
of you.
person. So nice, ridiculously nice person.
Oh, yeah, and they had heart glasses. Heart
Yes,
eyeglasses, and
yes,
I remember one time before we were taking a picture, 'cause I ended up seeing them again after the big group photo outside on the stairs, there was some more One Piece cosplayers out there, so we took pictures with them again, and they looked over and they were like with the heart eyes at Boa, they were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I love it so much when people are in character. Oh my gosh.
And of
Mwah.
course, this Comic Con was very big, anime based because of the voice actors that were there.
Mhm.
You had your Trekkies there because William Shatner was there.
Oh, yeah.
So
And
you
you
did
had
have
Gimli from
Trekkies.
Lord of the Rings.
Yep, you did have Lord of the Rings fans there, but the One Piece characters and the anime characters that were there were just phenomenal because you had so many voice actors there that did anime. It was crazy to me. So like I took a picture of My Hero Academia. I don't know the
Mhm.
names. I know Todoroki and I know Mr. Mike. And then I don't you have him on your wall right behind you. Dude that sleeps a lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the dude that sleeps a lot? That's this guy?
Yep, that guy.
That's Aizawa,
Aizawa, and then you have the Raven guy.
Eraserhead.
Yeah, Racerhead. That's
Yeah,
who
that
it
was
is.
so cool.
Yeah, and they were actually very very friendly, but they not but they were older, and that was really nice to see because like they were up in age. They were like 50 plus years old, maybe even 60 plus
I
years old.
hope that that's me. I don't ever
And
wanna
that's
stop
what I was thinking.
cosplaying.
I want to be like that, like being that old, dressed up like Todoroki or dressed up from some future anime that's about to come out. Like I love that. It was so sweet. And like two of them, Mr. Mike and Eraserhead, she was a Eraserhead, and they were like married couple, and like they were like old married couple, and they were at the after we were when we were leaving. I saw them again, and they were at the back of like their van. They were like giving each other a kiss in character, and I was just like, oh, like I wanted to like just I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. That's me. That's me in the future with my cosplay girlfriend or cosplay wife at that point. But uh,
Waifu, husbando.
hey. And then we walked around and we took some more photos with other One Piece characters,
I'm
specifically
so excited.
Robin,
I
before
know.
time skip Chopper, and Anami, and those people are so good. You have any thoughts
They
on
were
them?
so cool.
Yeah,
I love that they were so cool about, like, the photos, because it was, like, the first
yes,
person that we saw. Like, I still had my hair up in the photo. I hadn't even took it down yet because I did that for the car ride, right? So we were just kinda getting there, we were just kinda getting settled in,
yeah,
and, he took his more professional camera to take some pictures and stuff, and it ended
yeah,
up dying, but, this was before we even had that all figured out
yeah,
yet for how we were gonna set up the camera and use it. So I was just like, "Well, I'm not the best with timers on my phone," and I didn't wanna, like, make the situation, like, longer than it needed to be, so I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna put a video up on my phone, and we'll step back, and we'll all just do a bunch of poses." So, that's what we did, we all just, like, did different poses. I did, like, a peace sign, I was like,
uh-huh.
"Boo," you know? Oh my
I
gosh,
loved our
I
cute
love it so
poses.
much.
Yeah, and then every
The
single
little
One Piece
hands.
person that we saw, we gave out buttons to, which is cool. So we
Yes.
gave out buttons to every anime person. We gave out buttons to a bunch of people, and that was like
Mhm.
really cool. I'm glad we gave out our
Piece It
buttons, our
Together podcast.
piece it
We would
together
take a
podcast
picture
button.
with them, and
Yeah,
then we'd be like, "Oh, yeah, by the way, we have a podcast here. If you wanna be our friend, check us out." And
yeah,
I think it was I don't know if it was I think it was Robin. It was one of these people. They said, "Oh my god, can I?" I was like, "Come on, be our friend." They was like, "Oh, can I?" And they were so
yeah.
excited. I was like, "Yes, please come
Oh,
interact with us." Like, I love it. I just love seeing the female nerds. I need more
I
female
love it.
nerds in my life.
It was great, especially meeting your peers too, or people that are like you. That's the beauty of a convention, is meeting people like you. And then after that, we saw another Emperor of the Sea,
Oh, yeah. These
Crocodile.
people right here. Dude, Crocodile didn't even know that we were standing seconds away, like, from the other 2 voice actors of One Piece, because
Yeah,
he only knew that Nami was there. He didn't even know that Brook
yeah.
and Usopp were there. I was like,
He didn't even
"Yes,
know.
dude, all of them are there. They're all
I was like,
here."
how do you not know that Brooke and Usopp are both there? Like that's crazy to me. He didn't know that.
That is crazy.
They were really nice too. They were kind. There was no one that was rude about anything. Like everyone
Oh,
we
yeah.
took photos with were all pure people that love One Piece just as much as we do. I'm sure, if not, a little bit less
Y'all
because
got our
we're the
poses down.
fanatics. Yeah,
They drew this over their face, they got the cigars. I
yeah.
mean,
Cigar in their mouth.
it's just
Crocodile
perfect.
was perfect. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. And then
I have
another
Crocodile
Robin.
I have Crocodile as my text tone.
Text tone, yeah.
Yes, it goes,
Mugiwara.
"Ah, ah, 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 Asashi buddy dana,
Mugiwara.
Mugiwara."
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I love it so much. It'll sometimes scare people because they hear laughing and they're like,
Like,
"Oh my
what?
god,
What?
what is that?"
Yeah, it
It'll
scares
scare me
me. Yeah, it
sometimes
does. It
too.
scares me too. I'm like, what the? Who's laughing? I was like, it happened one time. We were like, I was staying over and it's just like 3 a.m. in the
Dead
morning,
quiet.
and it just started
Ah,
laughing, and I'm like,
ah,
what the
ah.
heck? The heck? What the heck? Just what's that laughing? It's your phone
I've
going
walked
off.
away. I've walked away and got a text message, and it was connected to the car, and it scared the daylights out of them because it was still playing on the radio.
Uh,
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
yeah,
It's terrifying. He is awesome. That's the most famous line in One Piece. Like, that line has more fans than probably Crocodile himself
yeah,
does.
yeah. That line is one of the most iconic lines ever in One Piece. Then we met with another Mr. Mike, and I don't know
Mhm.
her name from My Hero, but
It's the dominatrix lady.
yeah,
I don't know what her name is.
yeah,
It might
whatever her
start
name
with a
is.
B.
But
I know
he
it's not
actually
Bellatrix. It's Harry Potter.
yeah, I know. He actually had a mic in his suit
Yes.
that was like echoing
Yes.
his voice. And that was so cool. Like
Dude,
he was using the ability that he uses in the anime.
he really had that prop down pat. It was so freaking cool, like and I loved the little eyebrows, like, he's spot on.
Yes. Met met the girl from the gambling anime. What's
Kakegurui.
yeah, Kakaguri. And I absolutely
Mhm.
love that hoodie. Like that's
That
one
is
of my
very cute. I would
favorite
wear that to
hoodies.
lounge and sleep in.
Yeah. And then you met
Perona! Hold on, hold on, hold on,
Perona.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Yeah, Perona. Which is cute. She
Oh my
was she was
gosh.
absolutely adorable
The
dressed
pink
as
and the
Perona.
pink and the little parasol. I love it. I love it so
Yeah.
much.
And then we
What's
met
next? Kizaru, right?
Kitsaru, yeah. Pretty sure it's
Yeah,
Kitsaru.
the light
The
guy.
lightning,
Dude,
yeah, the
how
light
do
guy.
he has the perfect face for this.
He
Like,
does. And he does the perfect
somebody
symbol.
somebody cast this guy for the live action
Oh
Netflix.
my goodness. Tell me about it. He's absolutely
He's
perfect in it.
literally got like, how did he
He
just
just
did this
knows.
so well.
Yeah. And one of my favorite people that we met is the TV head, which
Well, very memorable.
I love TV head people, like people that put
You can
TVs on their
easily
head.
pick her out in the group
Oh
photos on
yeah.
the stairs because
Yeah.
you just boom, like, right there,
Yep.
and she can change the expressions on the TV, and she can see through
Yep.
there too perfectly fine, and the backpack is
The
so cool.
backpack is so cool. It's like a 2D backpack.
Yes.
Oh my god. It looks like
I
it
mean, it's
makes
not
me
actually
think
2D, it's a real backpack. It
yeah.
just looks that way.
It makes
Like,
me
it's
think of
just
Paper Mario. That's why every time I look
yeah,
at that backpack, I think of Paper Mario.
absolutely. I've seen those online before, but it really gives the effect that you want if you see it in
Yes.
person.
Yes, it does. And then we probably met one of your favorite people.
It really was. Anytime I see them,
Yeah,
I love this. It's like what, Liz and Patty or
I
Liv and
think
Patty?
so. Yeah, with
Something
Death.
like that, yeah.
Death the
It's
kid
the
from
people
Soul Eater.
from Soul Eater,
Yeah,
yes.
Soul Eater.
And, oh my god, it annoyed me a little bit when I looked at it later because you're just, like, going through taking pictures and everything. It annoyed me a little bit, but then I went back and I was like, "Oh my god, wait a minute, this was intentional. This makes it even better."
Yes.
Because, as you can see, the 2 sisters are perfectly in line, but Kid is over here not perfectly in line, and he's all about
Yeah.
symmetry.
Yeah,
Like, that's the whole joke,
yeah,
like,
yeah. He's all about
that's the
symmetry,
whole
and he purposely did not take the perfect symmetrical photo on purpose. Like it's so crazy. That's so
like,
crazy.
they sit there lined up perfectly, and then it's like, "Oh, sorry. Squeak, squeak."
Yeah, she like looked back to make sure she was not symmetrical with them. She did not want to be symmetrical with them.
That was so funny. I love them so much, and they were so excited about it too. They were like, "Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely." They're
They
my
were
absolute
waiting. They
favorite.
were waiting for somebody to ask them to take a photo with them so they could do that pose. I know they was. They were like probably practicing the night before, like me and you did. I got no shame about
Oh,
it.
I
I
did.
practiced poses. I had to do the chopper pose, you know.
Mhm.
But
I was like,
yeah, they were so happy when we asked for their photo. They were great. They looked great too. And then one of my favorite Luffy's, the gender bender Luffy that
"This
you
is,
took a
like,
photo with.
super awesome. This is, like you could do this on the daily casually. You could just hang out at Walmart with your
That is
friends, and this would be
true.
comfortable for you to wear."
Yes. Yeah,
I love that so
exactly.
much.
That was
Like,
like
I
a
love just
comfortable
casually
Luffy.
wearing it.
But
Yeah.
you could tell who they were, which is great too.
Yeah. All you need is a straw hat, like, the colors are
Yep.
spot on, like, it's literally perfect.
Like by far, probably the best looking Luffy out of all of them.
It's casual, comfortable, like
Casual, comfortable Luffy. Yeah.
mhm.
We found another chopper that didn't have the striped shirt, but had the hat I had.
Well, that's because he's in human form. That's human form
Oh,
Chopper.
that's
You have to
human
think
form.
about all the
Okay.
different
Yeah,
transformations
yeah,
that there are
yeah, yeah,
because he's
yeah.
got the brown shirt on, he's
That
got
is
the
true.
puffy neck.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Remember
he's
the
human
one where he
form.
was like, I don't can't remember where it was. I think they were in Navarone,
Yeah,
and Chopper had to be like the big scary guy, like he had kept Nami as a hostage and stuff like
yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah. That's definitely what that was, 100%.
And then was this the only ace we saw out of the
I
whole
think
con?
it was. Yes,
Yeah,
that's why I was so excited because I was like, "Oh my gosh, Ace, 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 Ace," because he's one of my favorite characters in the
I
whole show.
know.
I was so excited to see Ace.
And then after
And there's so
that,
many ladies, like, there's so many lady cosplayers.
yes,
That's the 2nd
there was like
Luffy girl we've seen. There's another Nami and an Ace. Like, this is just so good.
yes, there's
I'm so
more. There's
happy.
more
So
girls.
pleased.
There's more girls to come too
Mhm.
when we go outside. And speaking of outside, the stair
This is the big
photo,
old the stair picture I
and you
keep
can
talking
see how
about.
crowded it is. It's
Yes.
ridiculously crowded. This now to put in like a retrospective. It's like one of the in Dragon Con we do group photos like this, just for like specific genres because it got too big. And South
Mhm,
Carolina Comic Con is going to end up having to do that. They're going to have to call all the anime people and then call all the
mhm.
non-anime people, or
Or
whatever
they'll be
they
like,
decide to
"Yeah,
do.
everyone from One Piece." I would've loved that if we got
Yeah.
everybody from One Piece in the
I,
same area.
But that's what they do in DragonCon. They call everyone from One Piece. They call it by genre of like everything. Like they'll be like, all Halo fans, please meet here at 7 p.m. for a group photo. And it's
If
this
I had
big.
known that they were down there, like, right in front of that far right bush, I would've walked down there with them. I totally would've ran around
Oh
there and,
yeah,
like, done that.
for sure.
But to put it into even more perspective for you guys, the first picture ever taken by a bunch of people at SC Comic Con, it didn't even make it to that first bush at the very back top of the stairs.
Yes.
It was just up against the con doors. That was
Yes.
the first ever picture, that's
It
how
was
big it
not.
was.
It was
And
not
then
big at
by the
all.
next one, they went down the stairs a little bit, but still the bushes weren't fully in sight, and it's just kinda gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and now people are spilling out the sides down to the very bottom of the bottom
Yes,
bushes.
it's gotten so much bigger compared to how it was. What in 2019? You know, or
Yeah.
2018. It's just crazy how much bigger it's gotten. And then we took some photos with some more One Piece people we found outside because everyone was congregated outside. So of course we found One Piece people, and these guys that we
It
took
was a
photos with,
Dressrosa Luffy.
yeah, with a
Oh, we saw, like,
Dressrosa
3 of
Luffy.
those.
Yes,
There was, like, 7 Luffys.
yeah, there was a lot of Luffys, yeah, but these guys were so freaking tall. Like they were
So
so
tall.
tall. Like it was ridiculous how tall they were. I had to like break my neck looking at these guys. They were like 6 foot, like 5, 6 foot 6. But they
Yeah,
did they dressed perfectly for Sanji and Zoro. And I liked the
they did.
Chopper. And the Usopp had a
Yeah.
long nose. Like he even had the long
Perfect.
nose. It was
Perfect. And the
great.
bag, just
Yeah,
it's just so on point.
so on point. I'm glad people out there like cosplay so well. You know, even the casual Luffy is a good cosplay. Like, if you don't
Oh,
cosplay
yeah.
and you've always had an inkling to cosplay, try it.
Try
Try doing a
casual
casual.
cosplay.
Yeah, do a casual character. You don't have to go all out. You don't have to
You'll
like.
still feel like a celebrity
Yeah,
because
a lot of
every
people.
one of these cons will make you feel like one.
A lot of people are intimidated by cosplaying, and I somewhat get it. I somewhat don't get it because like you can go. I cosplay as a leprechaun, and made my own hat and like a lot of my outfit I
And you
bought.
get points for that. If you
Yeah,
make something your own that's under
exactly.
cosplay, you get even more brownie points. Like,
Yes,
you
you
get
do.
even more celebrated because of that.
Yes.
I mean, the first time that I ever went to a con, it was this con here, and it was the thing that I dressed up as, it was just a superhero. Like, it wasn't even, like, a specific superhero. I just wore a bunch of Batman stuff. Like, I'll find a picture of it for you guys, but basically, I had Batman shirt that had a cape on it. The cape had a belt made onto it, like, not an actual belt, it was just, like, a belt on the
Yep.
shirt. And, I had, like, Batman headband, earrings, socks, I had a Batman miniskirt, of course, wore, like, leggings or shorts underneath it or something like that, but that's really it, that's all I had was just, like, Batman-themed clothing, and still, there was, like, people that wanted to take pictures with me, and there was a Batman guy dressed up there, so I took a picture with him, and
Yep.
I saw some Jokers and stuff, so it was really cool, like, it's definitely getting more and more anime every year because it used to be, like, DC, Marvel, like, people that drew the cartoons or the voice actors of, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all kinds of stuff like that. There's book authors, some guy from Walking Dead was there one year.
Yeah. There's always crazy people there. It's always cool people there. And what was the most money you ever spent on a cosplay? If you could think of it. I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Hmm,
While you think about that, I'm
I
gonna comment on my stuff. What do you think about like your
okay.
most money? So for me, I spent like easily $500 plus on my Sora cosplay that I did. My Sora because I had to
Wow.
buy the Keyblade. I had to buy the
Mhm.
shoes, special custom made shoes because Sora has special shoes. The wig was so expensive. The outfit was expensive. The Keyblade was the most expensive. The Keyblade was 400 something dollars by itself.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, the Keyblade. I ended up getting rid of it, but I should have kept it. But at the time, I needed the money. I was one of those people that would get the cosplay, take a bunch of cosplay photos with other people, and then I would get rid of the cosplay. I never like kept it for myself. But like this Chopper cosplay I have, I probably will always keep. Like from now on, I got more sentimental as I got older, and I want to keep the cosplays. That's why I have my cosplay hat that I made. I've kept that one. I'm keeping the cosplays that I have now. So
Yeah. Well, all my cosplays were really not that expensive because I wanna spend my money on buying things at the con, like and this is even
yeah,
before I was super crazy about autographs, but I've really only spent maybe, like, $60 on it,
see,
but, I mean, if you take into consideration some of the things you may have had to buy to accentuate it,
yeah,
like, say I buy a Hinata cosplay, but then, it doesn't turn out right, so I send it back, but I end up, getting the pants for it, or I have to go buy a mesh shirt for it to go underneath it, or something like that? So, I mean, I'm gonna say average for, like, $60 because
yeah,
I don't wanna just get mine off of Amazon or a random cosplay
yeah.
site.
And see, that's the beauty of cosplay. You can spend like I do, like a crap ton of money, what $500+ or could be like you and not spend that much money and still look great. Because I know you're not a
I
cosplay, you look great. My Sora cosplay looked great. Like our cosplays still look great. And it's not
I
about the
ended
money
up
you spend on it.
using I ended up using Kakashi outfit from Party City
Yeah,
to do my Hinata cosplay. I was like, "Oh, I'll just be Hinata in the war." But then I did, like, contacts, I got some purple not purple, I got some blue bangs. So, like, it was pretty cheap, just went to, like, a beauty store up the road, got some blue bangs, snapped them in.
yeah,
I ordered, a better version of the Naruto headband because the one that they had sent with was just cloth. For Kakashi, it was just cloth, and I hated it, so I was
yeah.
like, "No." And I ended up not using the mask for Kakashi, but good thing that I kept it because my little sister, came down the other day and said that she wanted to dress up like an anime character. So I put her in the
Ah,
Naruto cosplay because she's into
exactly.
Naruto, she watches some Naruto. So we did a little cute TikTok about her in the Kakashi outfit, and I edited it for
See?
her. Edited it for her.
Edited
I
it.
edited it for her.
So then, after we just to get back on topic of because I derailed us so
Cosplays.
much. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, we went back inside of the con and we waited for your first ever panel because you've
Yes,
never
right
had a
after
panel
the big
before.
group photo that we everyone took, it was
And
like,
this
"Oh, time to rush back in there for the panel."
this is my favorite thing to do at conventions. I love going to panels. I met
Talks about him all the time.
Natalie Flanagan, or no, not Natalie Flanagan. What Naruto's voice actor? I met her. She did a whole panel. She was hooping and hollering and cussing all over
Oh
the
gosh, I
place,
would
and
love to meet her so
she was
much.
so nice
There's
to
a
meet.
She does TikToks with the guy, I think it's
Yeah,
Tony.
the
Tony on
swing.
TikTok. Oh my gosh. I think
Yeah,
about that so much. It was like,
yeah,
I coulda kicked your butt, but I didn't. You know why?
yep.
Because I used to be just like you.
Panels,
Remember
panels.
remember back in the day? Yeah, right, right? When I used to cry on that swing. Yeah, yeah. Like,
Yes,
that's the best TikTok I have ever
it's
seen.
great. But the panels are my favorite thing because you get to learn about the voice actors. It's like a behind the scenes, and I like behind the scenes a lot. So like the panels, you get to learn more about the characters, and we have a video of them.
Work. I'll do it.
Okay. Zipping over.
All
Whoop,
right.
had a question.
Hold on.
I'll go after.
Okay.
We'll go back. Go ahead, please.
All right, sure.
Yeah, sure.
You guys are ruining the spirit of speed round.
Okay. Judging from the movies, which is your favorite One Piece movie and why?
Strong World, because that was my first Brooks. Red, because of the costumes.
I liked gold, because treasure. I've only seen gold, so gold.
Favorite type of hockey?
Ice.
Console.
I don't know anything about
Kids don't know what
it,
tonsil
but it
hockey
exists. I like that it exists, and people like it.
It's very observant of her.
All right.
Hey.
Any other questions?
Yes?
I know it can vary depending on how much you're in an episode, but on average, how long would it take to record a whole episode?
It depends on how much your character is in, like, that arc. Like, literally, sometimes we talk to Sabbath about it, like, hey, what are you doing in One Piece? He's like, I'm on a boat, I'm watching the boat, dude. I, like, say something, like, I say, like, 2 minutes every 3-4 months or something like that. Whereas you'll be like, hey, Luffy, what are you up to? I've been running up a beanstalk screaming for 30 episodes.
It's so different depending on what,
Yeah, whole cake I had a lot more than I did in Wano.
Sometimes it's 15 minutes, sometimes it's 3 to 4 hours, you know, so.
Yeah.
Okay, next. We're working our way across here, sorry.
So how do y'all feel that you're almost caught up with the Japanese episodes?
It's
Right there.
awesome!
Amazing.
Nice, because we only have to do like 1 or 2 a week now instead of like
So doing Big Bang?
7 a week or whatever we were doing
Yeah.
to try to catch up.
It's great, especially after being the chronically hundreds of episodes behind Dub.
Yeah.
Now it's like, what, 40 episodes, I think, from what's been actually released.
I think they're dropping Gear 5 stuff.
They
Like,
should.
They
Yeah.
better.
It's exciting.
yeah, so Tuesday.
Speed round coming up, almost done.
Yes.
Working over here. Somebody got to raise their hand.
Did you guys enjoy recording the History's Greatest collaboration? Because I know you had to.
Oh, the Toriko thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, that was super fun.
I don't know that that's gonna happen, but yeah, as dude, I played Toriko and I wasn't Brooke yet when that all came out, and I was like, oh, that's so neat. Like, it was a dream to actually. Oh my god, it's freaking! Oh my god, it's
It was so
It
fun.
was so much fun. It was so much fun.
Working back
I have fun with Goku and Luffy at the same time.
That's awesome. Yeah.
What's your favorite line that your character has said?
Oh, what's your favorite line?
Rubber band of doom.
I'll draw a map of the entire world.
Yeah.
Blub blub. Clap clap.
Other than the Straw Hat crew, favorite other crew?
Rumbar Pirates.
I mean, just because I like Buggy a lot, I'll go with Buggy's crew also.
I was gonna go with Buggy's crew.
Were you?
Yeah.
I beat you.
I'll go with it too.
Okay.
We'll double down on it.
Bartolomeo. That's where the fans go.
What?
Attribute, do
What
you?
attribute do you share with your character?
Oh.
I'm actually really lucky with like gotcha pulls. Like I had somebody come up and like have me like do a pull in Genshin. I got them the exact character they wanted.
that's
So
it.
like literally, it's my weird thing. I'm actually really lucky.
I am
That's-
coming to you for the next one. That's awesome.
I can be very independent. I share
Hell
that.
yeah.
Yeah. I could be a goofball, and I'm a pretty good shot.
I swear I'm going to teach you like in the
We
next
went to
couple
the
weeks.
gun range, he and I once, but he's going to teach me how to shoot
I
a
am.
slingshot.
I am going to buy him a slingshot. Teach
Yeah.
him how to do it. I too have a skeleton.
In your closet?
So good.
Huh? Who's our favorite villain?
Favorite
Buggy.
villain. Buggy, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
I think we answered that.
Miss All Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Miss All Sunday.
Because that's Robin.
That is such a good
Or
answer.
Cuddy Flame. Yeah, those are good. They were briefly villains. Brief.
I mean, right now I'll go with Buggy too, I guess.
Buggy's great.
Buggy is great from the beginning when it's like, how dare you flashily do your thing at me? Like, it's hilarious.
Who's the one that looks like Count Chocula?
Oh, that's Foxy.
Foxy, yes, I like Foxy.
There's like a Big Mama, right? Is her name actually Big Mama? Big Mama.
She's good.
Big Mom.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like her.
Something. That is something else.
What? Well, if there is a Gear 6, what do you think it would look like?
What do you think it would look like? You're sick.
Like a gear.
What?
Full gear.
No, what is left?
A tornado, maybe. A stretchy tornado.
Stretchy tornado. I guess. Could Gear 6
You're going to have to
be
watch and
something
find
that
out.
would let him go underwater?
Oh, wow.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome. Just break devil fruits.
I don't know.
Pure joy, calm, like closer to an Ultra Instinct kind of idea. Like he goes because he's gone so much into pure joy and that cartoon energy that maybe somehow it gets silent and stuff. I don't know. Like honestly, none of us could have predicted 5. And I can't predict a Luffy transformation.
Yeah.
He just figures it out at some point.
I like that Nami's, what came to her head when he's coming in and his head is there and his hair's all white. Her first thing to say is not, what has happened? But what's up with your hair? Like,
going on?
what are you doing? Yeah.
Okay, and last thing, we're gonna get some. What are you guys doing right now? What would you like to share?
A panel.
Literalist.
Outside of the panel, what projects are you working on?
I'm signing out there.
Signing out there.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z games.
What's it called?
Sparkling Zero. Sparking Zero.
Sparking Zero.
I'm in something I can't announce yet.
Oh yeah, you will, and it's big.
It's all right.
Solo leveling and a bunch of other random things. Oh, nice. $5 launching is good.
It is good.
There are a few anime things going on. One of them is a new show called, I always want to say Nurse Witch Komui, but it's not. It's Ninja Komui. It's on Max, and yeah, it's very violent. It's something totally out of the ordinary for me. But it's been really, really fun, and it's really, really good. And I just finished recording the light novels for Full Metal Panic with Chris Patton. So they're on Audible, and that was a joy and a delight.
That is so fun.
So much fun.
Oh, so much fun. I love it. I think the most recent thing was like there's like the little tiny update for Genshin, so you can hear me again as Farina. She was directing and doing stuff, and then we had like the little situation with the coffins. I don't know if anybody plays. But aside from that, I think the last anime thing I did, like I pieced out pretty early, but Gina and Undead Unluck. So
Yeah.
Doing things.
Thanks everybody. The time is up.
Thank you, you guys. We'll be out here.
It's a really nice video of them, but like I said, it was Bri's first ever panel, and
My first ever panel. It was super cool. I'm so glad that it got to be a One Piece panel.
Yep.
Like, you've always talked about panels, like how cool they are,
Yep.
and how you have to wait in line so long for these. But
this
what
one
the
we
cool
didn't.
the cool thing about this one is that there was actually a 10th anniversary panel happening before. So we went in there and sat at the front because it was pretty bare. And it was just like the two guys who started the Comic Con, and they had a slideshow of like a bunch of different characters over the years and things to expect in the future Comic Cons. And they're gonna end up having like a gaming area or something like
Yes.
that, because they had trucks in there one day that had like consoles in there where you could like play video games. So there's gonna be a little bit more of that. And there was also like a blood connection thing where I think you could like get your tickets through Borderlands through donating blood or something like that.
Yeah, Borderlands comic collectibles or something like that. It's the
Yeah,
it's the shop that
something like
started
that.
it all.
Right. So we were at the 10th anniversary panel, and we got to learn a little bit about that. And then as that was over, we just waited. And then a couple minutes later, boom, One Piece panel. We're at the front row. It was so cool because we already had gotten Brooks' autograph. And then when he went up there, they were like waving at us, and they were like, they recognized us because
Yes.
they've just like seen us around so
We were
much, and you
front
obviously
row.
recognize people from your anime. So they like kept looking over. It was so cool. I wouldn't say I'm starstruck, but like I
Yeah.
felt like I was their friend. I felt like
Yeah.
I know them because I don't know.
We sat
It's
in
just
the
so cool. You can just
front.
sit there and talk to them like normal people.
We sat in the front row too. We had front row seats to them, which is great. That usually doesn't happen in panels. Usually, if you want to sit front row, you have to wait like an hour beforehand, or like you have to get there. And I think Dragon Con has a new rule, like you can only wait up to 15 minutes before the panel starts because people were sitting there for hours and hours waiting for panels. So they were like, "Yeah, new rule. You have to wait 15 minutes. You have to get here only 15 minutes. If you're here before 15 minutes, we'll send you away." But what they didn't do at the Comic-Con panel, they'll probably end up doing in the future if they do more panels, is they didn't clear the room out. What they do at Dragon Con is they clear the room out, and you have to go get back in line. So if you have two panels that's in the same room, when they clear it out, you have to go get back at the end of the line, which sucks because sometimes you won't get in. So sometimes what you do is you leave 15 minutes before the first panel is over when they're doing the Q&A. You'll leave, and then you'll go get in line to get back in. That's what you do sometimes.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
I
they
didn't
have
even know
rules.
anything about That's
Well,
like next level
yeah,
con
yeah, because
knowledge.
it's because Dragon Con's so big. They have to add these extra rules, and the this
The
Comic Con
way.
isn't that big. Yeah, you're gonna be surprised. When we talk about it and we do a video about Dragon Con, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness. I'm really concerned about
I'm
walking
gonna
and
be so
stuff.
overwhelmed. Well,
Yeah.
I definitely wanna wear heels.
Yes. Speaking of heels, that's one thing they mentioned in the panel was they
Yes,
talked
they
about your
did.
heels.
Oh my gosh, literally
Yes.
during the panel, while we were sitting down, Brooke and Usopp pointed over and they looked and they were like, "Nice chucks." I was like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
thank you." They're
Well,
not real Converse, they're just off Amazon.
did Nami say she liked your earrings?
Yes, and Nami and Brooke, everybody loved my earrings.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Oh, you have the earrings too." I'm
And
like,
just so you
"Yes."
know, the people that were in the panel was Nami, Usopp, and Brooke, and then they had
And
some
Amberly Connors,
Amber Lee
right?
Connors, but she's only done like one little character
One
in
One
a
Piece movie.
yeah,
It's like a person that has a
Glub
Luck
Glub.
Luck fruit,
Yeah.
and that's all she said the whole panel was,
Yeah.
"Glub Glub." I don't know.
Yeah, that's all she said the whole panel, and she wasn't there like necessarily because she knew about like a lot about One Piece. She's a voice actor, so she was there to give her input on like voice acting, even though it's a One Piece panel. So sometimes they'll do that just to fluffen it up. And she technically was in One Piece, but she
She doesn't
wasn't
know
a
a whole
major
bunch
role.
about it.
Yeah, she
Like, she
wasn't a
doesn't
major
know what
role.
hockey really is, and,
Yep.
there's a short little 8-minute clip of just, like, audio recording from the panel,
Yes.
and you'll hear her say, like, "Glub Glub," and talk about,
Yes.
her favorite villain because there's, like,
Yep.
a speed round of, like, fast, rapid questions, and she said that her favorite villain was Big Mama. And she was like, "Isn't that her name? Big Mama?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, Big Mom, Big Mom."
Yeah, and that's like my least favorite villain. And then
Lin
Brooke did the song.
Oh my gosh, yes, he sang the Sniper King song, and then, Usopp's like, "Oh my god, that's so beautiful."
Yes, it was so cute. It was so amazing. And then they did a group photo at the very end of the panel,
Yes,
which
and they were saying, like, "If everybody turns their camera around right now, we can all get a group photo, we can all get a free
yep.
group selfie."
Yeah,
It was so
exactly.
cool.
It
Brooke's
was
over here,
nice.
like,
Which is one of the
hiding, going,
perks.
"Ah."
It's one of the perks of going to these panels, is you can get stuff like that. Like I got a
You
picture.
can get, like, a selfie
I got a
with
picture,
everybody.
not with Naruto's voice actor. I got a picture with like some dude who was like cosplaying Naruto, but she was in the background, and she was taking pictures with people. I just never went up and asked her. I should have went up and asked her. But you can get free photos if you go to these panels. So going to panels it's definitely a thing you should do, which is awesome.
But what I think is so cool is that, like, I feel like they were trying to give us a really good experience because
It
we waited
was.
in line and got all of their autographs, and,
Yep.
like, we were at the front of the
Yep.
panel, and whenever they did the photo thing, I was taking, like, a little video
Yes.
because, videos are just awesome, they're, like, better to me than pictures, so I got this, like, little, like, live video of them, looking over at my phone, and they were, like,
Hey.
pointing, they were like, "Hey."
Yes, they were so nice.
These guys are so cool, they're such
Speaking
nice people.
Yeah. And speaking of autographs, let's talk about your autographs that you got and my autographs that I got
Yes.
from Comic-Con. So of course, this is a One Piece podcast. You can already guess. Now mine's a little tricky because I didn't get just One Piece
He
autographs, which
diverged.
we'll get to that in a second because I'm kind of excited to like tell y'all which one I got. But I did get Brooks, which was super nice. He was a super great guy. It was nice meeting him. And then the lines weren't long at all to get the autographs at I
That
didn't feel
bad.
like,
Not compared to what
except
you would think a line
yes,
would be like to get a One Piece actor's
yes,
autograph.
not compared to in other cons, but the only person's line that was kind of long was Nami's. I
Oh
remember
my gosh.
the first day we
Her
went,
line was
no
long the
way,
whole 2 days.
yeah,
Like, it
yeah,
was full. Everybody wanted Nami's autograph because
we
she's done a lot of
waited.
cool stuff. She does erotica from
Yep,
My
My
Hero.
Hero, yep.
She does a lot of cool people.
But she I remember we waited in line for her autograph, and we ended up waiting like an hour and a half. But she went to lunch.
That's because she went to lunch, right, but can we
Yeah.
talk about Brooke? Let's talk
Yes.
about Brooke.
Yeah.
I have a story to tell
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Brooke.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go
Okay,
about Brooke.
so, I would just like to say that when we walked up there, um, I was like flustered kinda ish, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm talking to him and I'm like we talked about the fake devil fruit, the Panty Panty No Me, in a previous podcast, so I was like, I really wanted to get his thoughts on that because he's the voice actor for Brooke. I mean, what would he think about this, you know? Like, do
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
think Brooke would love to have this fruit? And I was like, if he didn't have the soul fruit, and then he looked up at me a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, sorry, revive fruit, sorry."
Yeah.
And he kept doing the little autograph, and then, I mentioned the Panty Panty No Me that allows the user to turn into sweet-smelling panties, and he was like, "Oh my god, why do you have to bring scent into it?" You know?
Oh my goodness.
And then he's like, "I'm blushing," because, like, you think about sweet-smelling panties. It was so funny. And, another cool thing about him is that he keeps all the little gifts that people give him.
Yeah.
Like, he has all these bracelets on his arm that people have gifted to him, and he just, like, keeps them and wears them because he's a freaking cool guy.
Yes, he's a
So,
great
I'm
guy.
sure he's gonna keep our little podcast button that we gave him,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
he thought it was so cool. He thought that the fact that we had a podcast was so cool, and then at the very end, I was like, "Can I get a little hug?" And he was like, of course, you're fine. Come on." You know? So, I got a little hug
Oh,
from Brooke.
it was nice. It was so
It
sweet.
was so cool. So happy, so happy.
And then we got Usopp's autograph.
Right, right.
Yep.
Oh, wait, one more thing I have to say about Brooke.
Yep.
If you tell him all you have to do is tell him a joke, and he'll do the laugh for you. That's all you have to do.
Yo!
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And can you if you can see that, see he wrote to Brianna, and then
Yep.
it's right there above his glasses, it says, "Panties?"
Oh my goodness. It does, doesn't it?
Yes, and I didn't tell him what to write for the quote. I was like, you know, like, literally whatever, but Laboon is my favorite thing, like, one of my favorite things about One Piece, like, literally one of my favorite characters, like, one of the first things that really gets me super attached in the show that I'm like, there's a lot of things that I'm wanting to come back, like, I wanna see them go back to all the islands,
Yeah.
so I am literally counting the seconds until he reunites with Laboon because I love Brooke so much, and I
Exactly.
love Laboon so much. So the fact that he just wrote without knowing all of this, "I will reunite with Laboon," I was like, "He
Damn.
wrote the best thing. He wrote the most
Yep.
perfect thing."
Yep. That's so amazing. He wrote literally the most perfect thing for you, and you didn't even have to tell him. Like, that's just crazy. And then
And then we got Usopp's.
Usopp's, yep. Which
Mhm.
I will talk about first because I got Usopp's. I have wanted posters, and I got Usopp's wanted poster signed. But then he also does the voice for Kuro Sensei, which, if you don't know,
Assassination Classroom.
Assassination Classroom is one of my favorite all-time animes, and I bawled like a baby at the end of Assassination Classroom because of how sad it is sometimes.
Yeah.
And Kuro Sensei was like my favorite person in that whole TV series. Like, Kuro Sensei was just so amazing and awesome. So I was just like, I had to get him to sign it. I was like, oh, I'll just buy the poster and I'll get you to sign it on top of it. So I got those two autographs signed.
That's good that they have those they have them lined up there just in case you can't, like, you know, because I've got the One Piece book over here, the first manga, and like, I didn't want them to all sign the book because, like, what if I meet Oda one day and I can get Oda to sign the first edition of the
Yes.
manga? Like, that would be crazy. But I also wanted to showcase them separately and, like, give them their own, like, hurrah, you know? So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna scramble at the con once I get there, and I'll just try to find some, like, fan art, fan-made drawings, art there to do to, like, get them to sign it, and I'm so, 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 so glad that I did that. So,
Yeah.
as for Usopp, what happened with my Usopp experience, I had told him that I got him looking like a real strong warrior of the sea, and he said that it would had to be, like, some alternate dimension Usopp
Usopp.
that we haven't seen yet, like,
Yeah.
because, he just looks so buff, he looks so good. So, that was the first thing, and the doodles. He does free
Yes.
doodles on your
Yes.
little thing, and
Which,
all the other crew members of One Piece are super upset about because
yep, you just said it.
they all keep asking them for drawings.
Yep.
They're
And
like,
he's like,
"Hey, bro, can you do a doodle? Hey, Nami, can you do a doodle?"
yeah. I was just about to say in the panel, that's one of the things you get to see is they talk about like now we all have to do doodles because you're doing doodles, and now we
Yeah.
all have to do them because everyone asks for
Yep.
doodles now. You doodler.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was
That's
awesome.
what Usopp said in the panel. Like such exclusive like information. Like wow. That's probably why I feel so like close to them is because I got to hear them off screen and like just get to see them as real people. It was such an amazing experience.
I think my favorite person you met was Nami though. I feel like no, my favorite person you met was probably Brooke, but Nami was a close second. Like they're all
I
three were great.
can't.
Yeah, I
I
know, I
really
can't
can't
either. But
choose.
Nami was so nice to you. She was so like she was like very soft like hands. The
Of
way she
course.
she was
Yeah.
so sweet.
Yes. So okay, let me get into it. Let me get into the Nami now. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know if I looked weird or what. I didn't care. I was like, this is my moment. I'm gonna just do my moment the way I would. So whenever we met Nami, I handed her the stuff I wanted her to like write for me and everything,
Yeah.
right? And I did the little payment thing and all that. And then I'm trying to like hurry also because I know there's like a big old line behind us and stuff.
Yes, and they've been waiting.
But as I'm up there and she's signing my thing, I go to my little Comic-Con cart and I pull out Usopp really fast and I show her and because I was like, "Oh, I gotta show you the one that I got Usopp to sign because I just thought she would love it." And she thought it was cool how buff Usopp was too, and she loved the fan art that I had got for her to sign too.
Yes.
But she really, really liked the quote that Usopp had wrote. She was like, "Oh, I really, really like this quote that he did. I'm gonna do something like that." And then she said in her Nami voice,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna draw a map of the entire world." And I was like, it's like, "Oh my god, she said the
Oh no, she said
line."
it.
Ah.
She said a dream.
I did not know what I wanted them to write, but they all ended up writing the perfect thing, and as I was going
Yes.
up to Nami's, I was, like, looking up quotes, I was like, "What can I get her to write?" And there's this one about a pencil, and I'm not sure if that's, like, legit or not, I'm not sure if that's a legit quote Nami says.
Yeah.
There's some quote about a pencil.
My
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. But my
I don't know.
memory from you meeting Nami is you asked her if you could do like when the photo happened, you asked her if you could do the little heart thing with her.
Yes, I was like, "No, wait, let's do the love, love beam," and she was like, "Oh my gosh, wait, yeah, let's figure out," and then she went to go like this, and then I went like that.
Yes.
And, it was a funny little moment after the picture because then she was like, "Oh, yeah, my daughter tries to show me all the new hearts and da 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 da," and she said, "There was even this one where it was just, like, 2 fingers," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, it's like the Korean heart. It's like the bottom of
Yeah.
the heart," and she's like, "Oh, oh, I see, I get that now."
Yeah, yeah, it's so cute. And her poster was like really cool looking. Like I like the way that the poster you got the fan art for Nami looked. I don't know if it was my favorite out of them. I think Soul Kings was my favorite. The Brook one was
Yeah,
so badass.
I love the God Usopp one though, because that's how
Yes.
I picture Usopp after he's, like, leveled up and he's,
After he's
like,
leveled up, he has the
really proud of
courage fruit.
himself.
He has the strong fruit. That's how he looks when he has the
Yeah.
strong fruit, all
Yes,
buffed
I love
out and
seeing
everything.
Usopp look badass,
Yeah,
but Nami
Usopp
was
was
so
awesome.
sweet. Like, I felt like I was so all over the place. I was like, "Wait, look at this cool thing I have. Did see look Usopp look like this?" And then I'm, like,
Yep.
talking to her about her thing, and I'm like, "Can we do the love, love beam?" And then we do
Uh
it, and
huh.
then we talk about the Korean heart.
And
Oh my gosh.
she
Yes, go ahead. I already know what you're about to say. Go
she
ahead.
remembered us from the panel.
Yes! Okay, so we had gotten, we had gotten Brooks' autograph the first day, but then we got Usopp and Nami the second day, right?
Yes.
Or no. No, 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 I think we got
We got Brooke and
and Usopp the
Usopp.
same.
We went, we saw who was there. We went and got shops because we had to get your fan art posters. When we got your
Oh, right.
fan art posters, we went and got Brooke to sign it, and then we went and walked around and got food, and then got Usopp to sign it. And then the next day we did Nami.
Yes, because Nami,
Yeah.
like we said, her line was full the whole time, but while we
Yep.
were in line for Nami, it was like, I don't know, like, it was like 1 o'clock or something
Yes.
like
It was one
that,
o'clock. It was like 1:10.
and, she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go for lunch," and she was letting everybody know, and we was, like, waving at her as she was gonna go by, but she stopped. She actually stopped
Yep.
where we were at in line. We were, like, in the middle of the line, and she stopped where we were at in line because we went to go get her autograph directly after the panel. So, She remembered us from the panel because we were front row.
Because I didn't clear
And
the room out.
Shh, shh. Anyway, so she remembered us. She went and talked to us for a second. She was like, "Oh my gosh, hey, you guys are great," and she was just kind of like talking to us about how she remembered us, and I just thought that was so cool. Like, imagine the
Yes.
people behind us who are just like listening in on this.
Yep. She's like,
Oh
"Oh
my
my god,
gosh,
it's
it
you
was so
guys
cool.
again! Hey!"
Yeah.
And I'm just like, "Oh," and then Bree's lighting up the room with her smile, just so happy getting it. I love it. I love it. It was great. It was honestly great that she
That was
remembered us.
so great. Like, she
So,
stopped in the middle of the line to talk to us. What a
so,
moment.
so,
Thank
speaking
you.
of what she signed, the poster, let's talk about the shops. I want to talk about the shops a lot
Okay.
because I'm excited for the shops. So, they had a bunch of different type of shops. They had artist alleys, they had poster alleys, they had comic stands, they had shirts. They even had like temporary tattoos that they were spraying on people. Gotcha machine that we did. There was just so many shops. But our first shop we saw was the mushroom library, and it had like a mushroom that had like a bunch of books in it. It was like carved out. And it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah. It's a
wood.
cute, like, little mini
Yeah,
bookshelf, but it's in
yeah.
the shape of a mushroom.
A mushroom, and I think they had one in it as like a casket. And that shop was adorable to see, like the first shop we ever saw there. And then I took the inkling of like I know these cons because I'm an avid conner and I'm weird about stuff. I was like, "Where's this T-shirt shop at?" I said, "We got to get matching T-shirts."
T-shirt.
Yeah, so we went to the T-shirt shop and we got our South Carolina Comic Con T-shirts matching. That's the 10th anniversary, which
10th
I had to get.
anniversary.
I was like, I need one. We need one. It's the 10th anniversary one. Of course, I'm gonna want one so bad. But we saw a lot of interesting items at the different shops, and
Yes.
I
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Death by Snoo Snoo, One
The
Piece
pinup girl.
magazine. Yeah, the
Friends.
empowerment woman. That's what it's
Mhm.
based off of. We saw the Friends photo.
But in a lot of different, like,
Yep.
themes and genre. They had,
They
like, Animal
had
Crossing,
Animal
One
Crossing,
Piece,
One Piece, yeah.
Dragon Ball, Naruto.
Avatar, The Last Airbender. Like it was just anything you could think of. They had it. They had the One Piece magazine style poster.
The next one here, this is a game I've been wanting to play. This is from Baldur's Gate.
Yes.
I only know this because of TikTok. Like, TikTok has plastered this guy's face
All
everywhere. It's like, I
over.
just know he's that one guy from Baldur's Gate.
Speaking of Dragon Con goers, this voice actor from Baldur's Gate is going to be at Dragon Con, so I fully expect there to be a huge uprising because all the voice actors
Oh,
from
goodness.
Baldur's Gate's going to be there. I know it's crazy because of how
There's
big
gonna be a
Baldur's
lot of
Gate is.
cosplayers for
A
that.
lot of D&D players because Baldur's Gate is a D&D game, so there's going to be a lot of
Yeah,
D&D players there now. That's what
it's
Dragon
gonna be
Con was
cool.
originally released as, was D&D. That's why they're going to be there. They get first priority. And then
Another photo that I bought, cool fan art
yep,
picture.
we have
We asked this guy if he had any Boa Hancock, and he was like, "Yeah, I got like 4 different versions." And this is the first one that he pulled out, and I guess he would just know. He just knew that I was gonna love this one.
yep.
Like it's
It's like, here you
it's
go.
literally
Yep.
perfect. It's like it's my outfit. It's literally what I'm wearing right now, and it's got the snake in it. I love
Yeah.
the snake. I need the snake. I need the big giant plushie to wrap around me. Just sit it in my throne.
In your throne.
Love it.
Love
Love
it.
it.
Yeah.
I love
One of my
it.
favorite things that you got was the Luffy, but it's like watercolored Luffy, and it's him on the ship with like his the king of the pirates
Yeah, he looks
outfit
so good.
on.
It's the Mary. It's him on the Mary. That's not the
Yes.
Thousand Sunny. That's the Mary. You know
You
I
can
had to
see the
get it.
orange grove. You can see the orange grove in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they still have the orange grove. It's just like, I can tell because you can see the neck. That's the Mary's neck right
Yes.
there. Period. I
It's
know
definitely
that. And the
Mary.
little white stuff. Yeah. But look at the cape that he has on. That's so
That's what I'm
cool.
saying. King of the Pirates cape. That's what
Yes.
this called when he's dressed up
King
like
of the
that.
Pirate.
Yep. And then
And then a little
Queen.
mini queen, like a little
Zoom in,
mini
zoom in,
prince.
zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in.
The artist sign it, and then he told us a story. The guy who actually sold me this queen print told me that went and saw the guy at like a, I don't know, like a concert or a TED Talk or some kind of interview. I don't know, something. He saw him at something.
Yeah.
Broadway, I don't know. But he asked him, "Would you do the Queen song?" And he was like, "What? No, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to see me do that." Absolutely, we do. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely, we do.
Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in,
I
zoom
just hit
in.
the table. I'm sorry if I keep hitting the table
You're
just because I
fine.
feel very passionate about One Piece.
Oh my goodness. You're so passionate.
Do the dance. Do the dance about Queen. I want to hear zoom and
Zoom in,
zooming.
zoom
All
in,
right.
zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. I'm not that guy. Play
Who's
that
got that
funk.
funk?
Zoom in, 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 zoom in. And then you got 2 more posters. You got
Yes. This is from the same guy. So as you
yes.
can see, this is the exact 3 photos that I got of really super buff Usopp, Brooke, and Nami, but they're just like small in the background. And these are all his like versions of like the Straw
I
Hats. And
love
of
Snake
course,
Man.
Luffy's in the middle. He doesn't like the Chopper though. He thinks that the
I
Chopper
don't.
looks creepy. But that Chopper is a man, okay? That's manly Chopper.
That is.
That's like,
I'm gonna be a
yeah.
man. Yep.
And this other one's super cool too. This looks like a perfect middle screen, like the
Yeah.
halfway point for the show and the episode. That is exactly what it
Yeah,
looks like.
I can hear the logo going off right now or whatever the theme. Yeah. I can hear it. And then I sneakily did something for Bri. I went and got her a Boa Hancock figure that's in the background right now. You can see. I went.
Yeah.
She's never had like a actual anime figure like this. So
It
she
is
has the
true.
little pop figures, but like never like an actual figure. So I was like, I have to go get
Yeah,
you one.
like I have Funko Pops, and then I have
Yeah,
like 6 little chibi versions
yeah,
of the One Piece. I got Zoro, Luffy, King of the Pirates, Usopp, not Usopp, Ace, and Chopper.
yeah. So I got me a cutout. What would you describe it as? It's like it's not like
I
cardboard.
kind of want to
It's like
call it a
plastic.
panel.
It's like a panel.
Kind of want
Yeah.
to call it a panel.
It's like a panel that has Nami, Sanji, Luffy, Zoro, and Usopp on it, and they're all like kind of chibi head.
Cheesing. They're
Yeah, they're
cheesing.
smiling, they're all happy and stuff. And I really liked the art style for it. Nami's face for it was a little jarring to me, but other than that, I really liked the art style for it. Like I liked how Sanji looked. I liked how Zoro looked. I liked Usopp's nose on it. So I was like, yeah. And then Bree did something. If you want to explain, you can interrupt me. But Bree did something secret for me, and she went and got me a necklace, a Sanji necklace, which I thought was so nice. I've never had anybody buy me like a Sanji necklace or get me something One Piece related, other than Bree. And that necklace is so precious to me now. It's so cool. It's got the Sanji Jolly Roger on it, which I
Mhm.
absolutely love. The
And
Sanji
he's a
Jolly
real
Roger.
life chef. So
Yep.
anyone who sees it in person is like, "Oh my gosh, I love the chef
I love
necklace."
the
So it
chef
really works
necklace.
on
Yeah. Yeah.
multiple levels.
I had a
Because if you're
woman.
a One Piece fan, you look closely, you'll see it's got the curly
Yep.
brow and you'll know it's a Jolly Roger, but otherwise it's still very versatile for
I
his
had
person. So,
a woman, she does baking, and she was talking to me the whole time about like her baking stuff, and she told me she loved my chef thing and she wanted to get a tattoo of it on her body, but like with a spoon and a whisk, or she did have a tattoo with a spoon and a whisk, but it was the
mhm.
same thing, had a skull and everything. I was like, yeah, this comes from an anime, but yeah, I love I love cooking. I said that's why it's got a fork and a knife because I'm a chef.
They
She was a
talked about, like,
yeah,
whiskey cake recipes and stuff,
yeah, it was really
and she said
nice.
that she has this was at a Ren Fair actually,
Yeah,
after Comic-Con,
yeah, this is
but,
after Comic Con.
she said that her shop was called, like,
Boozy
Booze
cakes,
Booze and Cakes.
booze and cakes. Yeah,
It was Booze in Cakes, or was it Boozy
I
Cakes?
think it was boozy cakes.
I think it had an N in it.
Boozin,
I think
yeah,
it was Booze in
Boozin, Boozin Cakes,
mhm,
CAKE.com. Boozin
mhm,
Cakes, yep. And
yeah,
then you can see my 3 posters I got signed. Kura Sensei. I got the wanted poster for Brooke because that poster is phenomenal. Like I
and
absolutely love that.
I have to mention really quick that it is so cool how Brooke Ian Sinclair coordinated this for his signatures.
Yep.
That Sharpie that he used is the exact color as the background of his
Brooke.
wanted poster, of
Yep.
his signature thing that he's, like, has there at his table.
Yep.
Like, it literally looks like it's just his hair's cut out, and that's the background of the poster. It is
Yep.
so cool,
It's
it
so
matches
nice.
perfectly.
And
My favorite part is where the part of the T cuts off, like, from the background to the hair.
Yep.
It's just so seamless.
I I usually don't get my posters personalized just for specific reasons of like resale value. Not like, but these I'm never gonna sell. But I have posters that I didn't get personalized on purpose. Like Daniel Radcliffe, I got him to sign something. Did have him personalize it at all, and I sold it. Like, because signatures can sell for a lot, and if you get them personalized, they sell for a lot less. So if you don't get them personalized, they can sell for a lot more. So usually I don't get them personalized, but this is something that's so precious to me. I will never sell it. It's one of those things I will never sell. So I got it personalized, and it says to Madison. And then my
Mhm.
Usopp one, you can see I got a little doodle of Usopp.
I love the doodle. He's, like, looking kinda scared, terrified,
Yep.
but also that looks like the image that flew off that went for Sugar's
Yep.
face. And that
It's
was,
it.
like, during that time, that was during Dressrosa. I love the God Usopp time so much, and
Yeah.
I love the doodle that he did on mine because,
Yep.
he made it look like a nice, big, strong,
Strong
buff
man.
guy.
Yes.
I love it. I
Yep.
love the personalized doodles.
Awesome. And then that brings us to the
On the
last thing that we got
on the
at.
very last day of the
Yep.
2nd day of the con.
Exactly. Now, we waited until very, very late to get this mystery box, and it was the last one available to
The
get.
literal last one that they had,
Yep.
and there was a guy talking to the person at the stand, and we thought that it was his, but it wasn't, so we bought it. It
Yep.
was, like, $53, I think. It
Yep.
probably came out to be, like, 55 with tags, something like that,
Yeah, it was like
but,
$55.
we ended up running into one of my old friends after the panel, and she told us some of the things that she got in it. She was like, "Oh, yeah, I got a color changing mug," and just, like, a bunch of random stuff from a bunch of random different genres, so you really don't know what you're gonna get, like, it's not one
Yeah.
particular thing. Usually, they had themed boxes, like, I've gotten one almost every year that I went. I got, like, a little Naruto box, I got a My Hero Academia box, and I got a Dragon Ball box.
Yeah.
And they were all good. Oh, and Ready Player One, so yeah, I've got, like, 4. And then they also had, like, a little mystery t-shirt box, I think that came with it if you
Yes, they
bought
did.
the big box.
No, no, it was separate. It was separate.
Oh, it was separate?
The
It was,
T
like, $10
it
though,
was like,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was super cheap. It was like $10. So I was like, yeah, we'll
Mhm.
buy it. And it was a cool shirt. It was a D&D shirt. It was
Yeah,
said something
it was
about
like,
smack
knock
the
the crit out of
yeah,
them or something.
not the crit out of him. Take this and knock the crit out of him. It was a guy holding another handing a D&D dice, a 20, a die
Yeah.
20 to another
Yeah, and I
guy.
don't have any D&D shirts, so I was like, "Heck yeah, win for
Yeah.
me."
And we got a lot of cool stuff out of it. We got a hat out of it. It's a Lego hat that you can put. We got a
Yes,
Garfield
actually
throw.
put Legos on it.
Yeah, you can actually like customize it, put Legos on it. We got a
Harry Potter
throw,
lamp.
mood lamp, Harry Potter mood lamp. Yep.
Mhm.
We
Changes
got
colors.
we got an Assassin's Creed guy. We got some miscellaneous things that we didn't really know about. We got like an
There's, like,
ML.
a Abraham Lincoln looking guy in there, like a Irish
He's in
Abraham
his.
Lincoln.
Well, I wouldn't call him Abraham Lincoln. He's got tattoos and he's in his underwear, so I wouldn't call him Abraham Lincoln.
So,
He
have you
do.
never seen Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
Oh, that is true. That is true. That's kind of cool. That's very canon. And we got a shaker, martini shaker. Yeah,
That was
color.
cool.
Um, got. Did we get 2 shirts or just one?
I think
Just
it
the
was
one,
just
right?
one.
Yeah.
And then there was the blanket, and then there was some Hello Kitty chip clips,
ML.
TARDIS purse,
Yeah, I
Ted
liked
cup.
the Tartar Spurs. Oh, we got an MLB, Major League Baseball guy.
Oh, yeah, something
Yeah,
sportsy.
yeah, we got something
And then there were some
sportsy.
pins and some bracelets in there. There was, like, a
Yeah,
pin for Up.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot. There was a lot of stuff. Some items were probably.
Definitely worth it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah,
worth more than what
yeah.
you pay for the box,
We got the Ted
100%. Like,
Cup.
that blanket's probably 10, 25, 50. Sorry, 10, $15 on its own. Like,
Yeah,
all this stuff compiled together,
that hat's probably 10
worth it.
$15 by itself too.
Mhm.
It was really nice. I'm really glad with everything we got out of it. Of the MLB guy, I was not. I was not like
Yeah, if
too
anybody wants
thrilled.
it, we'll just do a giveaway. Just comment and say you want it, and we'll give it to you. Like, you can have
Most
it.
likely, that's that's not something we're interested in at
No,
all.
it does
But
not it does not incite joy.
yes, entice does not entice joy. Is that a
Mm.
meme? This one does not bring
Yeah,
joy.
yeah. It's like you gotta look at the item and say, "Does this bring joy?" And if it doesn't, throw it away. Toss it.
Yeah. And then that should pretty much conclude our 2024 South Carolina Greenville
Experience.
Comic-Con experience. I uh I had lots of fun with my beautiful, wonderful person, Boa Hancock.
Thank
And
you. I also had lots of fun. I
thank
waited
you.
in line while you went and got some food for us.
Yes,
It was super
yes.
great.
Um, what would you say was your favorite cosplay you saw?
Hmm. Wow, this is a good question. There was a lot of cosplays there. I saw like Tinkerbell. I saw this one little kid dressed as Zelda, not Zelda, but Link.
Link, yep.
And oh my god, it looked so good. Like I love when little kids get in on it and stuff.
The Sailor Moon
I think the
cosplays?
crocodiles. Oh yeah, there was a crocodile, not a crocodile. There was a Peach. There was Sailor Moon, Sailor Mars. There was Bowsette. That was there too.
Yep.
We saw there was a good Obi-Wan. Was it Obi-Wan or was it Luke?
I think it was everyone. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
everyone.
they looked really
A
good.
really good Darth Vader.
Didn't see many stormtroopers there this year though. There's always
I
a
didn't
bunch of
see.
stormtroopers.
I told her before we left that we were gonna see a lot of Deadpools. I think we saw 3. I'm not used to that. I'm used to seeing like
I'm not even
30 or
sure if
40.
we saw 3. I
I
was thinking
saw,
maybe
yeah.
2.
I thought it was 3. Sometimes
It was
they
a
look
very
the
low
same.
amount, but I know what you
Yeah.
mean. Those Deadpools are everywhere.
Well, I mean, for Dragon Con, it's probably gonna be a lot because Deadpool's coming out in July. And Dragon Con's in August, at the end of August,
Oh,
so there's
man.
gonna be so many
Oh,
Deadpools.
man.
There's gonna be so
Okay,
many
okay.
Deadpools now.
So, favorite cosplay that I saw might might be Buggy because I wanna be Buggy really, really bad.
Uh-huh.
But I think Crocodile was one of my favorites. I was super
Yeah.
excited to see the crocodile. I was like, "Oh my god," like, I just got really excited to see the crocodile cosplay.
Mine was Mr. Mike, the one that had the speaker in their outfit, their costume. I liked that Mr. Mike a lot. That was probably my favorite one. I didn't really see anybody like that popped out to me. Like, all right, sad tangent going off. In Dragon Con last year, we met 3 guys, black guys, who were dressed as Ditto, or not Ditto, as
Diglett?
Diglett. Yeah, they were dressed as Diglett, and they had nothing but underwear on, and they had oiled up skin, and they had Diglett like face coverings on, and there was 3 of them, so it was like Doug Trio,
Oh
and they were
my
like
gosh.
muscles. They were like muscle, like the anime
I love
muscle.
that.
Yes, and they were
That's
just like,
hilarious.
yeah, that's all they were. They were Diglett, and they were like, oh,
Doug Trio, Doug Trio, Doug
yeah,
Trio.
Doug Trio, and then they were like flexing all over the place, and then they were like dancing and stuff, and they were the funniest thing I ever saw at the con at Dragon Con. I didn't see anything that popped out like that at this con,
That's
but it was more
legendary.
wholesome. Yeah, Dragon Con's more
Well,
non-wholesome.
last year, I think one of the most memorable things for me that's, like, extremely unique was this girl that dressed up as Snow White the Mandalorian.
Ah, that's
That
cool.
was really cool, like, it was like Snow White in armor.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and she's, like, a famous cosplayer too, if I remember correctly, because I saw, like, pictures of her posting her official cosplay before she went to the con, and then I
Yeah,
saw people taking pictures with her at the con, and I was like, "Wow," I saw her
yeah.
online, and I saw her physically there.
She's like, what's her name from My Dress Up Darling?
Mhm.
I don't know if you've seen that anime or not. It's like it's about cosplayers. It's about famous cosplayers
Mm,
and stuff. You'll like
mm.
it. And if you haven't seen My Dress Up Darling and you like going and cosplaying, watch that anime. But I remember at Dragon Con last year. There was a famous person there that's like multi-million view cosplayer, and they like had like a whole studio station that they could take with them everywhere. And she did like in the
Oh my
very
god.
middle where the elevators are, and like she did like looking up to the elevator. And I remember watching her TikTok the day after Dragon Con after I left, and I was like, oh my god, I saw that in person. I saw how she did that in person, and like we're talking about like this dude had like a $10,000 camera. He was recording her with a very nice camera, and like put up a whole studio. Like he had it on his backpack. It was crazy. You'll see it. There'll be like stuff like that at the Dragon Con you're going
That's
to.
amazing.
Yeah. Now for a last little segment I would like to do before we conclude is rate the food. So Dragon Con
Ooh.
has different like food trucks and stuff. So I would like to do that at the end of Dragon Con. But for here they only had concessions, which is I'm not used to. I'm not used to concession food. But the concession food I will say was really good. That pizza, we had pizza for lunch the second day. And French fries were good. We had French fries both days. But that pizza was actually pretty good. It was
I think
expensive.
I got a burger one day. The burger was
Yeah.
pretty good.
What did I
It was
get
good
the
for
first
like
day?
con food. It
Yeah.
wasn't like Red Robin or like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Which
It
you
wasn't
will
like a gourmet burger.
you will have at Dragon Con because one of the hotels is connected to the mall, the food court mall. So like you're able to go from one hotel to the food court mall, and you can have Red Robins. You can have
Sounds
Applebee's.
awesome.
Yeah.
I want to have a Mexican option and then also go and get like French fries and then go and grab some sushi and just like have a
That's what I
charcuterie
ate.
board of snacky
That's what
foods.
I ate for Dragon Con. I ate sushi and Chick-fil-A.
Ah,
That was the two things I chose to
sounds
eat.
great.
I had to wait 3 hours to get it because the lines are so crazy. Yeah, the lines for the food court's crazy.
I'm gonna faint.
There's a lot of lines. There's a lot of crazy lines you have to wait.
That
Dragon Con's a
is
bunch of
insane.
waiting. But
I'm gonna take a picnic basket.
I would say
Forget that.
I would say the food's good. I had Dippin' Dots. The food was good.
I'm not a big
The food
fan of
wasn't
Dippin'
bad.
Dots, and it was cotton candy flavored Dippin'
Yeah.
Dots for Chopper.
Chopper. Yeah. And then we did our TikToks.
Yes, yes, we
Tony,
did.
Chopper.
We did TikToks there.
Yeah, I did my
Little dance.
and then you did your boa.
And then I did the one where it's, even if I kick a kitten, even if I yank off your ears, the world will forgive me. And that is because, yes, it is because I am beautiful.
Yes. Even if I murdered someone. Or even if I committed murder. Yeah.
I wanted to learn that in Japanese, but it's gonna take definitely more than 15 minutes of practicing. And like,
yeah,
it was like almost 4 o'clock. Everyone was leaving. I was hungry. I
I
wanted
was
to go get some
tired.
Mexican food.
Oh,
He
and
was sick
I was sick
too.
the whole time. Yeah, I was
You'll hear in
absolutely
the
videos.
in the video of us doing the
mystery box.
mystery box.
Yep.
How much he was
Oh,
sneezing and coughing and stuff.
I was
He felt
so
awful.
sick.
Dun, 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 dun. No, wait. Do your boom boom. Do your trumpet.
The queen shall open the box. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another unboxing. Today we got this mystery box right here. It's shaped like a Game Boy, a Nintendo Game Boy. It's amazing. It's wonderful. We paid $55 for this box. Now let's see what we get out of this box.
Okay, well, freaking see. Didn't somebody get a PS5 out of these?
Someone won a PS5, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
This was the last one they had.
Oh my god, legit.
Legit the last one.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go like this. Push this part through. Yes. Ta-da.
Alright.
Ooh. Okay, Garfield blanket.
Okay.
Okay, is it a woman Garfield? It's got lips.
Garfield blanket.
Oh my god. This thing is loaded. What the heck? Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
Alright, so a pin.
I'm gonna open the Garfield blanket so you can fully see it.
Assassin's Creed. That's cute. Chip clips. Doctor Who wallet.
Oh, I love that.
Magnet set.
My dad would like this.
Cyborg. Oh, it's a martini shaker? What? Whoa, okay. Bottle opener. Pull some things out. Bless you. Bless you.
We have whatever the heck this is.
Wim Wom's Twin Blends. Okay. Looks like Abraham Lincoln. There's a mug. We know someone got a color changing mug. So I wonder if this one's color changing. What is on the mug? Tiger.
Lion.
Or lion. Bless you. Suicide Squad pin. Oh, okay. Oh, Harry Potter Funko Pop? Is that a Funko Pop? No. What is this?
It's a figure.
It's a mood lamp. Harry Potter mood lamp. Wow.
That's
okay.
cool.
That is cool. This is a cup that says...
Ted 2, it's a movie.
Oh, yeah. Wow, Ted. You make history come alive. Cool. My lord, there's so much. Okay. We have an up pin. Cool. And this is from what? I'm not sure. Oh no, you figure that one out. A comic thingy or a print? What does that say? Cool. Okay, there's something in this bag.
It's called Evolve. It's a video game.
I have no idea what this is. Something sportsy.
Yep.
Something Star Wars.
Han Solo.
And then the last thing, what is this? A hat? Bumblebee Bricky Blocks. Build on snapback. Oh my god, you can put Legos on it. And that is it. Put these two things over here. What is in here?
Oh.
I'm gonna take this for a second so I can show the blanket.
Okay, yeah.
Ta-da!
That's cool. I'm sorry for all my sneezing, guys. I have allergies.
This is hard. Okay, so what's in the bag?
God damn it. I'm trying to open it correctly, but I'm getting frustrated. There we go.
It's a hat.
Stranger Things?
Yes.
What's going on, guys? I'm gonna catch them all.
Because you're the very
Pikachu,
best.
I choose you.
Like no one ever was.
Oh. The only thing I'm catching is a cold.
They got all the stuff. Vape not included.
That's my favorite right there.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite too. That's the coolest, most unique thing.
I don't know. I think the Doctor Who wallet might be my favorite.
No way. The lamp's definitely better.
Alright, guys. So that was the first mystery box. Here is the second. Ooh. I'll come close to you guys.
It's a mystery t-shirt.
Is it just the t-shirt?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a t-shirt. I don't know what else could fit in there unless they really rolled that t-shirt tight.
They Brianna packed it. Mystery t-shirt. Medium.
for the loom without a cornucopia on it.
Without a cornucopia.
Without a cornucopia.
Yep.
It used to be there. We are not crazy. Says, take this, knock the crit out of them. Oh my gosh, that's a great shirt. It's a D&D shirt.
Yeah.
What size is it?
Medium.
Nice. Woo-woo. Love it.
Nice. Very nice. Very, very
Super
nice.
great haul. And that's just 2 boxes. It's just 2 mystery boxes.
Yep. I felt completely awful. Like I told Bri, I said I wouldn't have gone by myself. I would have stayed home. I would have skipped it. I would have missed it because of how bad I was feeling. But you know, I had the strength of others beside me. And
Allergies, man.
it wasn't just allergies. I had like some kind of like throat thing going on. I could barely breathe at some points, and I had to walk around the whole time while doing that. It was worse when I sat down.
Around a lot of people, it kind of like makes you feel condensed in a way.
Yeah. And con crud is a thing. So con crud is when you get sick because there's so many people gathering around. So like I guess viruses and bacteria thrive in large groups of people. So like
People are touching a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and people touch
I mean,
stuff.
I always try and stay clean and stuff, but it wasn't until after the con for me that I felt a little bit under the weather.
It was after the Ren Affair.
It was after the con.
Oh, was it after the con?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was after
It
the
was
Ren
after the
Affair.
con, before Masters Week.
Oh yeah,
and
it
then
was.
the Ren Fair.
Yeah. You just gotta be very conscious of con crud. Feeling cruddy after a con.
Crud?
That's what it's called, con crud. Yeah, it's called con crud. It's you feel it's like a bunch of people getting together and they all touch stuff and they all get like in the same airspace and it like viruses like bounce to people and like bacteria bounces to people. It's crazy. A lot of people
It's
get
just
sick.
like it was just like a minor cold thing though. It was like a couple days, nothing serious, nothing major.
Nothing major, thank goodness.
We kept our distance as much as we could in a Comic-Con type setting, you know.
Yep.
We didn't cough in anyone's face.
That's true. Did I?
No. Did you?
No.
Okay.
So yeah, that concludes our experience adventure at 2024 South Carolina Comic-Con.
It was so great. I can't wait for future years to come.
Me too.
And Dragon Con. It's going to be very, very exciting. We're going to vlog a whole lot more there.
Yep.
We're going to have an extra battery for the camera.
Yes, we will. We'll have a bunch of extra stuff. I'll probably have a little light to go on my camera. I'll probably have a bunch of extra, or probably a better mic. I'll have a bunch of stuff, so we'll be able to give you more scoop of Dragon Con. Dragon Con's a lot bigger, so I don't like comparing cons. This con, in my experience, was in some of my experience better than Dragon Cons. I've went to Dragon Con some years.
Because it was like smaller, close knit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like shopping local.
It was like a different feeling. It was definitely a different feeling, and it felt better to go to this one in some instances, but worse in some instances. There's pros and cons to every con, but really the pros always outweigh the cons, and the cons, the Comic-Cons.
Right.
All right, and we'll catch you guys on the flip flop, the flippity floppity floopity.
Hey, see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Peace out.
Scanning. You are cool.